Hello student, today I will discuss the first chapter of chemistry, that is matter and its classification. Okay, so let us start discussing. So here is the heading, that matter and its classification. So at first we have to know that what is element. Okay, so here is the definition, that pure substance in which molecules are composed of only one kind of atom. This one kind of atom line is very much important, are called element. Okay, so what is element? Elements are those substances which contain only one kind of atom. In our nature, total 118 elements are present. Okay, or in our periodic table, I will discuss later what is periodic table. Now we are remember that in our periodic table total 118 elements are present. So there are example of some element, that is Hg mercury, Ca calcium, H hydrogen, He helium, P phosphorus and S sulfur. These each are called elements. Why Hg, that is mercury, called element? Since the mercury, this Hg contain only Hg atom, not contain another atom. Since the Hg contain only Hg atom, so for this reason Hg is considered as an element. Okay, so now I told what is atomicity. What is atomicity? The number of atoms present in the molecule of an element is called its atomicity. मीन्स एक मॉलिक्यूल क्या बताओ, एक मॉलिक्यूल पे कितने सारा एटम प्रेजेंट है, उसको माने उसका नंबर को ही हम एटोमिसिटी कहते हैं. दैट इज एटोमिसिटी ऑफ एन एलिमेंट इज what? The number of atom present in that molecule or element. Okay, we previously show that in our nature total 118 elements are present. So it is not expected that all elements have same atomicity. So for this reason, depending on the atomicity, the element classified into three types. So first one is monoatomic, second is diatomic, and the third one is polyatomic. So now go for the second page. So what is the monoatomic element? Here is the definition, that the element each of whose molecule contain only one atom. We all know that mono means one. So what is monoatomic element? The element contains only one atom, that is Na means sodium, K means potassium and calcium, and Ca means calcium. Here you see that the sodium, potassium and also calcium only one atom. For this reason they are considered as an monoatomic element. Okay, so what is diatomic element? We all know that di means two. So the definition is as follows: the element each of whose molecule contains only one is replaced by two, that is contains only two atoms. So what is the example of diatomic elements? That is now O2 N2H2. Okay, oxygen atom, only oxygen one atom is not possible, means oxygen cannot be exist as monoatomic element. Two oxygen atoms are combined chemically to obtain O2 molecule. Okay, for this reason oxygen O2 are considered as an diatomic element. So what is polyatomic element? The element each of whose molecule contains more than two atoms. We know that poly means 3, 4, 5 and so many. So what is polyatomic element? The element which contains more than two atoms. Here is the example, P4 is 8, means P4 means 4 phosphorus atoms are combined chemically to form P4. Only P cannot exist as monoatomic element. So 4P atoms are combined together chemically to form P4 molecule. For this reason P4 are considered as an polyatomic element. Okay, previously I taught that In our nature, total 118 118 elements are present. So this is expected that the all element have not same properties. So depending on the properties, the element are classified into three types. Okay, so first type is metal, second is non-metal, and the third is metalloids. So at first we have I am told you that what is the property of metal and non-metal, then I will discuss what is metalloid. So there is the properties of metal. We all know what is metal. Okay, so here is the example that Fe means iron. What is the property? Generally solid at room temperature. You all know that metals are generally solid at room temperature. Since the metals are solid, so the metals contains very high density. Okay, we all know that the solid having very high melting and boiling point than the liquid or gas. For this, since the metal are solid, so metals having high melting and boiling point, they are very hard in nature, we all know, and metals are found in combined state. Okay, so some example are Fe, that is iron, we all know. Ni means nickel. Okay, so there is some exception case in metal, that is this sodium and potassium, they are considered as a metal. The sodium and potassium having low melting and boiling point, and they are also soft in nature, but till this sodium and potassium are considered as an metal element. Okay, so these are the exception case in chemistry. There are many exception case in chemistry. Okay, so these are small part one. So now what is properties of non-metal? Non-metals mean totally opposite to the metal, means they are mostly gaseous in nature. Some exception are observed, that is carbon, C, sulfur, phosphorus are liquid non-metal. Okay, we have to remember that they are liquid non-metal. Since they are gaseous in nature, for this they non-metal having low density, low melting and boiling point, they are soft in nature. Since they are gas, so they are found in free state. See, here is a big exception case, that is diamond. Diamond is considered as a non-metal complex. Since diamond is hard in nature, diamond is having very high melting and boiling point, but still diamond is considered as a non-metal complex, non-metal. Okay, so this is exception cases. So here is the properties of metal and non-metal. So what is the metalloid? Metalloid is the borderline between metal and non-metal, means metalloid are those substances which exhibit some properties of metal and some properties of non-metal. Okay, that is example of germanium. Sb means antimony. Metalloids mean metalloids having some properties of metal or some properties of non-metal. This are called metalloids. Some example, that is G, germanium, Sb, antimony. Okay, so let us go for the next page. So now I am discussing what is compound. Okay, pure substance in which two or more element, okay, two or more element combined chemically combined in a fixed weight proportion is called compound. Here is an example, that 2H2O plus O2, that is 2H2O. Pure substance, that hydrogen and oxygen are pure. Two or more, we are take two elements combined chemically, they are chemically combined in a fixed weight proportion. 2 moles of H2 and 1 moles of O2 give 2 moles of water. Here we take element, two element to obtain a molecule or compound. water is a compound which obtained from the two element. Okay, this weight proportion is very much important. If we take one mole of H2 and 2 mole of oxygen, then you cannot get 2 moles of water. Okay, मीन्स अगर आप गलत वेट लोगे किसी का, मतलब एक का कम लोगे, एक का ज़्यादा लोगे, तो द कंपाउंड कैन नॉट बी फॉर्म्ड. ओके ना. सो द वेट प्रोपोर्शन इज़ वेरी मच इम्पॉर्टेंट टू फॉर्म अ कंपाउंड. ओके. सो व्हाट इज़ द प्रॉपर्टीज़ ऑफ द कंपाउंड, इसको पढ़ना होगा. अ प्योर केमिकल कंपाउंड इज़ होमोजीनियस in nature. I will discuss later what is homogeneous. Now we are remember that a pure compound, okay, a pure chemical compound is homogeneous in nature. A chemical compound can be broken into two or more different. It can be synthesized from this element. Here I take an example that Al plus 3H2O. Okay, these two are combined chemically in a fixed weight proportion to obtain this, that is aluminum hydroxide. Means this first line, a chemical compound can be broken into two or more different. This is the chemical compound aluminum hydroxide. This chemical compound can be broken into two or more different element or complex. Okay, this aluminum hydroxide can be broken into aluminum or water. And also it can be synthesized from the molecule. Also, if aluminum and water are combined chemically in a fixed weight proportion, we obtain this aluminum hydroxide. Understand? Okay. A chemical compound has a fixed weight proportion. मैंने पहले भी कहा है, weight proportion is very much important to form a compound. A chemical compound has a distinct set of properties which do not resemble with the properties of its elements. Means hydrogen having a set of property, oxygen have another set of property, but this water have also another set of property which does not similar with the properties of hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, so these are the properties of an compound. So go to the next page. So this is our last discussion, that is what is mixture. So mixture are those substance which contains two or more kind of molecule. Acha, what is compound? Compounds when two or more elements are combined. Now what is mixture? When two or more substance are combined, when two or more molecules are combined together. Means sugar solution. In sugar solution में क्या होता है? Sugar होता है. Sugar which is itself a molecule, and water which is also a molecule. So these two molecules are combined together to obtain a mixture which is named as sugar solution. Okay. Now this line is important. Depending on the distribution of different kind of molecule within the mixture. Depending on the distribution of different kind of molecule within a mixture, the mixture are classified into two types, that is first is homogeneous and the second is heterogeneous. This homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. So what is homogeneous solution? What is homogeneous mixture? A mixture contain uniform distribution of molecule within the mixture. Means glucose solution. Homogeneous mixture means 50-50 solution. Means 50% water, 50% sugar. So it contains a homogeneous sugar solution. Glucose, 50% water, 50% glucose. So we obtained a homogeneous glucose solution. So what is the heterogeneous mixture? Totally opposite to the homogeneous mixture. Means this mixture does not having this mixture does not having uniform distribution of molecule. Okay, मीन्स शुगर सोल्यूशन, मडी वाटर. ओके, शुगर सोल्यूशन में क्या होता है, हम तो ऐसे नहीं करते कि 100 ml वाटर में 100 ग्राम्स शुगर डालते, वैसे तो नहीं होता ना. सो शुगर सोल्यूशन 70-30, 80-20 का रेशियो होता है. फॉर दिस शुगर सोल्यूशन इज कंसिडर एज हेट्रोजीनियस. और ऑल्सो मडी वाटर मीन्स बारिश के दिन रास्ते में जो पानी रहता है उसको मडी वाटर कहते हैं. तो मडी वाटर इज कंसिडर एज अ हेट्रोजीनियस मिक्सचर. ओके, सो these are the topic of our first lecture. So goodbye, take care. Okay, so next day I will come to the second lecture.